And I think the time we really started to hang out was when you were at Stresemannstraße and had a lot of Sturmfrei.
Yeah.
We would just have like sleepovers at your place, LAN party or like movie nights and stuff like that.
I mean, we also Smash. I mean, we also used to hang around at your place a lot of time and had sleepovers. I mean,
a lot of sleepovers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty important.
Yeah, I would also say.
It's important for your friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he told me like you are like doing sleepovers forever, like just live there forever.
Yeah. We would as long as we could. If Tong Tong had like the place like 2 weeks for himself, we would try to be there like as many days of those 14 days as possible.
Yeah.
Like as much as our parents would allow.
Yeah. Also during school, during the week, we woke up together and we brush our teeth together, and then we go straight to school.
Sometimes.
小时候你为什么那么有空自己待着，然后为什么没有人管你？
当时我爸工作比较忙，我妈是经常去中国，很多时间自己在家自己做饭自己吃饭。那时候 Max 和 Julian 也经常会到我家来玩。
I think we actually learned like a bunch of like important life skills that our parents would have never taught us, because this is where we learned to take care of ourselves. Like really badly at the beginning. But we took like some steps. Like I remember at some point we figured out how to make fried rice.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we were like, oh, we can't eat yum yum every day. And then our first attempt was just, you were like, oh, you can just put everything in the rice cooker and it comes out great. And we would do that. It was like kind of gooey.
Yes.
And then we like improved on the recipe.
Yeah.
We had a very basic recipe, like some frozen vegetables, like peas and carrots, and I think some like ham or spam or something like that, like cut into cubes.
Yeah.
And then we would fry it in a pan and put the rice on top, and this was like a better. Yeah.
Yum Yum， 是一个我们超市比较便宜的方便面。那时候我都完全不喜欢吃方便面，他们但是特别喜欢吃，可能是因为他们之前从来没吃过。
OK， 从你这儿认识的方便面。
对。哦。我感觉太难吃了，那个方便面就是完全没有那种 deepness， 没有油，没有一点干的蔬菜，但是他们特别喜欢。Yeah, it was really unhealthy for quite a time.
Yeah, for sure.
When we were teenagers,
we would drink these like 45-cent 2-liter iced tea Tetra packs.
Yes.
With like so much sugar in it, 2 liters, and we could go through like 3 or 4 of them in a day.
We didn't sleep a lot during the night because we play a lot of video games the night before, and we had to wake up pretty early to go to school, and we didn't eat breakfast.
When you're so young, like eating unhealthy is not the worst thing.
But your mom didn't know all of this.
No, my mom didn't know all of this.
I would be at his place mostly when his mom wasn't there, because when his mom was there, he would have like a much stricter schedule.
Yeah, my mom can't communicate with my friends because her German is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, the only way she can communicate with Julian or Max is by cooking food for them. Just by cooking something delicious that they like.
I had a great relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't speak a lot to them, but it was always very fun.
Yeah. 我爸妈很早就来到了奥地利，完了去了德国。那段时间，我相信对他们来说也是一个很难的决定。
回想起来，你会觉得他们确实管你太严了吗？还是你是可以 understand 他们？
我特别可以 understand 他们，我没有 any 抱怨，特别感谢他们能让我在一个那样子的 environment 长大。当然我现在中文也没有那么好，我有一些地方不是很
还行，够用了。
就很多事情没有让我自己很满意。但这个是我感觉我自己的问题，不是他们的问题。
It's definitely like a migrant thing, like migrant parents, because there's like this whole aspect of like we sacrificed leaving our home to go somewhere to give you better chances, and you have to make something out of this.
Yes.
Most of my German friends, they have a pretty relaxed childhood probably. The parents were too busy to care.
And you all have brothers, so
yeah,
their attention function kind of separated.
Right.
Yeah, and my mother had to work like 2 jobs at some point.
Okay.
So we would see her in the evening at some point.
Yeah.
And she was always happy when we went to friends. So she had like one moment for herself.
Right.
Because we were always so loud, me and my brother.
Yeah.
Never had a moment for herself. And so she always be like, "Oh, you're sleeping at your friends? Yeah, okay, see you later." I mean, not that she's a great mother in many ways, and this is very understandable.
Yeah, it's really not easy. Like raising 2 big boys.
Huge boys, yeah, and a tiny flat.
Yeah. To finish, like how we met.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought like Max was kind of weird and kind of made me angry. And then Tong Tong was really interesting. But I think I really bonded to both of them because it was in the same time that I started to obsessively listen to music. And they were both like really good input for other types of music.
Yeah.
So you can endure Max because
Yeah.
he's
Exactly. I also hated Tool at the time, which also added to
Yeah. So Tonton, what's your
impression of Max? And Max was just more interesting than the other people in my class.
Why he's more interesting?
No, the deep question.
Well, maybe it's kind of a love-hate relationship, but because we also used to
I wouldn't say that.
fight with each other a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
you would like, I think for you it was like jokes, and then everyone who was like underneath you was like fighting for their life. I remember liking Tong Tong a lot early on. I remember even early on I recognized Tong Tong as like a wealth of knowledge for music. Because I was still studying guitar, and I could tell the difference in skill between us.
I think I immediately liked you, and I liked you a lot, and I kind of felt at some point that you were one of my best friends. Also through like talking philosophy and thinking about things.
He was very well educated and he knows a lot about philosophy. I was always interested to listen to the talks. I was never like a true participant of the talks. Yeah, I'm a more introverted guy and I'm not skilled in languages. And that was something that I always admired. And of course, we lived together and we exchanged a lot of stuff together.
Oh yeah, the movie watching era.
Yeah, the movie watching era. We watched a lot of movies together.
Even more than we
Yeah.
Very little window. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's Julian's room and mine was on the right side.
Okay.
We had time to rent out video games. And just close us in for like a whole weekend just to play through a whole video game. Or watching every Takeshi Kitano, every Jim Jones, watching every Stanley Kubrick film.
Yeah. I made my first everything projects in this flat, and I started to learn how to produce music.
Okay.
I want to say one thing, because you were like, okay, then this happens. It's easy to forget, but this was all in a span of like 3 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everything. We had the Napas, we had the hang, we had the Schulhof, we had the concerts.
Right.
I think everything was kind of lapping over all the
time. It
we
was
had
like
the Linie Stars and the Smash Brothers. All this kind of epic story was like tiny 3 years.
It's unbelievable. But nowadays, if you think of 3 years and if nothing happens, it's fine. Okay,
yeah, it's okay.
Another year but back then, 3 years meant a lot. And it was pretty intense 3 years. I had my first girlfriend, also a breakup in that time frame.
Then he goes to China, and this is like, for me, it's like a big thing. Because he goes away. He is in China now. It's like, great, do your stuff, do your things. But I mean, we were together every day, and now we're together like
once a year.
2 times a year. But we just thought that we should make a podcast about music.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, why not? I think it's great. Like in general. I mean, I don't know if I ever said so. I think you're really great. I think you're a really great person. I'm really, really happy for you both that you met each other, that you're with each other.